It seems as though Scott Boras has played his hand a little bit too far as the Yankees come away with Cody Bellinger at the price point that they set. What's going on, guys? King of Under 61st. I'm back with another video, and this is huge for the Yankees to be able to say they got their guy. Cody Bellinger is back in pinstripes on a 5-year, $162.5 million deal with opt-outs after the second and third year. This is a big win for the New York Yankees. What has the narrative been all offseason? If we lose on Bellinger, what does this team look like? This team doesn't have depth. Look at left field. Who's going to play there? Spencer Jones may not be ready. Jason Dominguez showed bright spots, but also did not show his consistency as well. This team could fall off a cliff without having that other guy. The Yankees retain Cody Bellinger and retain Plan B from Juan Soto. And it's not just a win from that standpoint. It's a win because they stood up to the almighty Scott Boras and they won the battle. You kind of saw this coming last night as the Mets traded for Chicago White Sox outfielder Luis Robert, who has been struggling over the past couple years. Who knows if that's because of the team's success or outside noise or whatever. They got a guy that they believe in to fill that role. But that also meant they were out on the negotiations for Cody Bellinger. With them being out on those negotiations, it didn't seem like there was another path for Cody Bellinger to go. And the Yankees have always said this offer is still on the table, but we're not changing the offer. And Cody Bellinger accepts it. This is one thing that I have to give props to Brian Cashman. He's gotten a lot of shit this offseason because of the Bellinger negotiations, because he hasn't been in on some of these guys. They've been interested in a lot of guys and they just let him walk. I get all that. But standing his ground and knowing what Cody Bellinger's actual value is, even in the face of seeing Kyle Tucker get $60 million, in the face of seeing Bo Bichette get $40 million, he looked Boras dead in the face and said, go find that deal somewhere else. This is our deal. Some people gave him shit for that, saying it's not the old Yankees way. Like George would have given him 8 years and this would have been done already. This is one of the scenarios where Hal's way is right. Cody Bellinger is a 30-year-old who has had a couple okay years post being absolutely dreadful for a handful of years. Cody Bellinger is the definition of inconsistency on a baseball field. 1 year, he looks like he could be back to his MVP form. The next year, he may forget how to hit a baseball. The Yankees know that, and the Yankees realize that there could be some volatility in the performances that Cody Bellinger puts out. So, holding firm at that offer was huge for the Yankees. How does this help this lineup? Well, we saw it last year. He provides speed, he provides defensive prowess next to Trent Grisham, who has been declining defensively but is still a good defender, and provides versatility in terms of the positions he could play. He could play left field, he could play center field, he could even slide over and play first base. He has experience doing all of it. Cody Bellinger and the New York Yankees seemed like a great fit, and last year it worked. The Yankees sit today a better ball club than they did yesterday. Is this still possibly a little bit of an overpay? Sure, you could say that, but everyone in this offseason's getting overpaid. And with the fact that there could be a lockout in 2027, a 5-year deal makes sense. You could get out of the deal as fast as you got into it. And now that the Yankees have gotten their guy, they got the guy that they have been looking to get, now they could set all of their focus on adding a pitcher or adding another depth bat, whether that's Nico Horner or whether that's Freddie Peralta. They now have their eyes set on making this team better now that they got their guy. In my opinion, I think Freddie Peralta probably comes first because he seems to have the most buzz around him. And if the Yankees were able to finish this offseason getting Ryan Weathers, getting Freddie Peralta and Cody Bellinger, to me this offseason turns from one of the worst offseasons in Yankees history, from one of the most lackadaisical offseasons the Yankees have ever had, to a fairly successful one. You add a frontline starter at that point, you add depth that could help your back end of the rotation and in the bullpen once the rotation starts to get healthy. And then you add Cody Bellinger, who provides a lot of versatility at the plate. to me, this signing creates a lot of opportunities for the Yankees to come out of the offseason as winners when they were most likely going to leave the offseason as one of the biggest losers. Did Scott Boras actually overplay his hand? Scott Boras had teams on the phone. There was reports that Cody Bellinger was weighing offers from both the Yankees, the Mets, and then there were a few other mystery teams. Did any of those offer sheets actually read higher than the Yankees offer sheet? I don't think they did. And to me, this was probably one of the bigger humblings for Scott Boras, because Scott Boras played this game where he would go through John Heyman and basically say, Cody Bellinger is not accepting anything that's not 7 years. Cody Bellinger wanted security. Cody Bellinger wanted to be there long term. And I understand that, especially with this salary cap coming. He wanted to make sure his deal was guaranteed for the duration of possibly his career at that point. The Yankees, on the other hand, did not want to hinder themselves for a potential salary cap. And Boras did not find another team willing. And I think that comes to show that you can stand up to Scott Boras. You can get things done even when you don't agree to all of Scott Boras's demands. But anyways, what did you guys think? Do you think Cody Bellinger deserved $162.5 million? What do you think about the years? Do you think it's too much, too little? Let me know down below. Like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Yankees finally make their big splash, bringing this offseason grade up a big bunch. But it's still not over. The Yankees still have to get better, and I'll be here to cover all the moves they make going forward. But until next time, I'm out of here. Take care and peace.